to the Pierce Arrow Buffalo Transportation Museum, Frank Lloyd Wright Filling Station, downtown Buffalo. I'm standing in front of Frank Lloyd Wright's very unique creation. He designed for Michigan Avenue in Buffalo on the same street we're on now, back in 1926, a filling station for the public. Very unique because he was going to use a gravity feed instead of pumps in the ground. He was going to have the tanks up in the air and use gravity feed to come down through the bells. We're very proud of it. It's won national awards, National Copper Award, the National Concrete Award for the country, for all of North America. And about 25,000 people a year come to visit the museum, especially to see the Frank Lloyd Wright Filling Station. And if you're ready, I'll take you through and show you a little bit of the interior. It's all poured concrete. This is impregnated with the color that he called for originally. Everything was done exactly to the specs that he had. As you walk in, you look down the stairs, you'll see the office with the roll-top desk from the era, the downstairs fireplace that he designed in so that the attendant would be warm because he's going to be here 24 hours a day. The showcases were to sell products, whatever products at that time, and you'll see there was selling oil and keys and things that gas stations sold, spark plugs. And remember at that time people were just getting the new roads, Route 66 and different highways were now springing up, so this was meant to be a place for people to stop and be able to buy products. You'll see the fireplace, you'll see a sleeping room he put in for the attendant, a era phone from 1926, pay phone, even a cigar machine, because of course people smoked a lot of cigars at the time. All the fixtures, everything is exactly what he would call for. They were in 200 letters that went back and forth from him to Darwin Martin. A lot of that, Pat Mahoney, our architect, our local architect, was able to decipher a lot of that. These railings were probably not part of it. We put them in, of course, because of people falling down the steps, avoid it. This is the original fixtures that he called for, from the toilets to the sinks, electric hand dryers that our era. He didn't call for those, but those were actually from 1924. Notice the syphilis sign. In New York State, every bathroom had to have a sign warning you about syphilis. Restaurants and in gas stations. This is the living room, we'll call it, that he designed. All built-in furniture. The windows, the way he always wanted windows to open without a corner. And of course the main fireplace. And people would sit there waiting for the car to be lubed or gassed or whatever. And this side also. These are actually the same fixtures that he had at Great Cliff from a Buffalo company. And this is the men's room on this side. The ladies' room is on the other side, so they mirror. Also notice there are no drapes on the windows. He didn't call for any drapes or any coverings on the windows. I'll show you now one of my favorite spots as we come around the outside. The original station had a lube station behind it, which we still could install if we want to. We'll think about that in the future. But look at the design here of the copper, the totems, the walkway down to the office, this curve that he put around. Of course, we have stanchions around it so people don't trip and fall down in. But this seems like really such a beautiful, unique spot to take photos. He designed it, he never built it. He wanted, we think, too much money at the time. He wanted $1,700 as his commission on each station, and they were only going to cost $750 to build. He tried to sell it to Texaco. Tidal was a company that Darwin Martin owned a franchise for, and that's why the TYDOL up in the neon. And so he tried to sell it to Texaco at the World's Fair. They weren't interested, and the design, he didn't build one until Cloquet, Minnesota, just before he died in 1960. But we're very proud of it. We're proud that it's a Buffalo creation, and that we were able to build this addition to the museum and house it. It's been a great piece of Buffalo history for us.